Full Circle BJJ Ohio. All right, ladies,
here we go. Wasting no time.
Yeah, they're getting right at it. That $500 looking juicy to Gabby McAuliffe as she tries to stack Kim Kratz, but Kim Kratz has a nasty armbar from here.
Yeah, you can see Kim right up into that high guard. She shot up. It looked like almost there was a triangle attempt, but Gabby did a great job with the defense right here now into sit-up sweep. She's already sitting up behind the leg. She has the sleeve grip with her left hand. You can see she used that to come up on top. That was beautifully executed.
Incredible sweep there from Cratsenberg. And when I talk to Bagels about people at G13 who give him the most problems, he consistently brings up Kim.
Wow.
Man or woman, she is one of the hardest training partners he has. And so I know that her skill level is super high. I've only seen a few of Gabby's matches. I think this may be the first match I've seen of hers in the black belt. Or in the gi in the black belt. She's got an omoplata look, but you see Kim's thrown that leg over the hip to try and stop any kind of pressure on that wrist or arm. Switching to the wrist lock does it look like Gabby McAuliffe is here now. Pulls her back into the omoplata. Kratz gets away from it with the regard. Cratsenberg, definitely a deadly guard player in the gi. I mean, she's phenomenal in no gi as well, but when I watch her at Toro Cup here and from the full guard, you see her trying to pull and break the posture of Gabby down. She is truly a killer there. Gabby with some great top pressure, controlling that leg, making sure it doesn't get under her.
Yeah, interesting switch there from Kim from the collar to the sleeve. I think the collar was doing a lot of the work of keeping Gabby at bay, but now she's using that right knee to do so instead, so she kind of switched to a knee shield. But one of the things about Kim to watch out for is she's consistently changing the angle that she's off balancing. So she's pushing you forward, she's pulling you back. We see here again, she comes up on this sit-up sweep. I think she has the sleeve grip with her left hand, so she sits up behind, turns it into a single leg, and comes up right into top position and right into Gabby's closed guard.
And now it's kind of a reversal of the first minute of the match here as we see Gabby going for that cross collar, being fed behind the back to break it. It's Kim.
Yeah, Gabby has great collar control here with her right hand. She's really pulling down the posture of Kim, so you can see Kim has her hands on the belt and the collar trying to keep her posture up, but it's very difficult to stand up and open the guard with that collar grip. Because if you do and your posture's broken down, then now you're exposing yourself to arm bars, triangles, and different attacks.
Kim had a lot of urgency to clear that collar grip on the other side. She got rid of it quick. This one, she was a little behind a step on clearing this one, and it's been in for quite a while now. And there's the sweep from McAuliffe, but the fight continues. The fight's not over because we see that Kim's still on her side. She can still off base with that posting foot.
Yeah, look at that extension from Kim with her left foot.
Beautiful.
She really likes these sit-up style sweeps, and she switches, she rotates side to side, comes up with a single leg. Is beautiful.
That was a beautiful wrestling up type sweep from Kim Cratsenberg.
And now she's looking to change her attempt on the passing, which I think is really smart. She, instead of trying to stand up and pass, she's going for a smash pass style. You can see she's going to try to step over the leg on the left side here if she can punch that leg down between hers.
Oh, see, feeding that lapel through the back of the neck is Gabby. That would give her some great control of the posture.
Yeah, that was really smart of Kim, I think, to back out once that collar grip came through, because you're right, as Gabby brought that lapel behind the neck, this changes the position a little bit and kind of forced Kim to back out. Now Gabby has some more space to work.
Yeah, she's playing from that like kind of retreated position with her head much lower and using her head like almost like a third arm now to try and push Gabby to a point of weakness. Trying to staple the arm now.
It's filling up here, too, at Toro Cup. If you guys originally saw that first wide shot, we were just getting started, but this place is packed and people are pouring in.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. And I thought before, we had a lot of people who came to Toro Cup. I think the average attendance was about 130 to 140, and I think we sold 200 tickets before the doors opened today. Wow. So I think we're going to have well over 200 people here by the time things are all said and done.
Yeah, it's exciting. Look at double under grip here from Kim. Gabby's doing a great job of putting that daily Hiva hook in on the left side when she needs it, but now Kim is driving that right knee through to kind of break that opportunity for Gabby. Still no points on the board here. We're just under 5 minutes left.
Yeah. And that means that points have just come on. I don't think we showed our graphic earlier that has our rule set, but for those of you following along at home, it is submission only for the first 5 minutes, and in the last 5 minutes, there's points on. If competitors are tied on points, be it 0-0, 2-2, at the end of the time, they will go into a sudden death where the first score from the feet wins. Kim's been stifled a little bit in this half guard, but she's finally made some progress and gotten her shoulder to the jawline.
Oh, wow, she's diving that knee through. She could use that to knee cut to side control, or she could go over the top for mount, but right here being careful not to let Gabby bring her bottom leg inside, and Kim ducked her head underneath
using that head, yeah,
to the chin. That was really smart, but Gabby's doing a great job staying on her side and not allowing herself to be flattened. Look at the cross collar grip from Kim there. Yeah, beautiful head work there from Kim, diving her head underneath the jaw. Again, Gabby's doing a great job not allowing herself to be flattened. She was trying to keep her right elbow on the mat, but what we saw Kim do was pull up on the arm so that Gabby didn't have her post anymore.
She was also wrenching the inside collar grip to her waistline, so she was trying to maintain that head-to-head position as long as she could. That seems to be her point of passing. Now Gabby has a much better shot at a sweep here, but Kim immediately addressed that. And this is, especially in the gi, if these ladies aren't careful, the match could potentially stay here for the next 3 minutes. And when it's back on the feet, now we have a whole nother ball game as far as sudden death goes. But this is definitely one of those positions where you can see gi matches kind of slow down exponentially, sometimes to what some people may call a halt.
Well, what's funny is, like, the first 5 minutes of the matches, they had like 2 to 3 sweeps each. They were going back and forth, right? So there's been a lot of action in this match. But now, as the things are winding down a little bit and points are on the board,
it's very
you
taxing
might get
work.
you're tired. You've expended a lot of energy scoring those original positions. But also, it's worth mentioning, like, now the defense consistency goes up as well, because you know that the points are going to go on the board. You're probably less likely to concede position, or you're just more conscientious of that.
And conscientious use of that knee shield in this position has been really, really helpful for Gabby.
Yeah, she's a strong lasso too, thread all the way through, so that really makes it harm. Oh, and as I say that though, Kim frees that right arm.
Good leg weaving. They're fighting for, they're jockeying
Big
for
knee
position
cut
on
here.
this pass. What a pass.
Is she going to be able to flatten her, though, is the question, because look at Gabby's insistency to keep turning, but Kim's pulled up that bottom arm, and now she's had enough to score the points.
Once she started making eye contact with the ref, I knew she was going to get it right there. So Kim Cratsenberg going up on the score, 130, putting the onus on Gabby here in the bottom position to make something happen quickly.
Yeah, big shoulder pressure here from Kim. Look at the way that she uses her left hand to grab the gi almost here and then kind of rotate her left shoulder down. The goal here is to keep Gabby's face turned away from her, so she wants to keep Gabby looking towards the left, because if her face is to the left, then she can't rotate her right knee inside when she hip escapes. So she's done it, and with Gabby's great defense earlier, very strong position, knee shield, and she's able to regain the guard multiple times, I can imagine that Kim's going to be really insistent to keep that cross face.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see her kind of trying to get her thumb inside there still. And so she can just pull on that collar, make it even worse. Gabby's found some space. Let's see what she can do with it, if she can keep it. She's going to allow Kim to get around to north-south with an arm control. That looks almost like an NGQ Kimura. If she kind of like swings the leg over, she might be looking at a more traditional finish. She's going to settle into a super heavy top side control with the leg over the face. They're calling for Gabby to bump and bridge. I don't know if she has enough left to do so. And that is time. Kim Cratsenberg, in a grueling affair, seals the deal against Gabby by 3 points. That was just one of those matches that, as the techniques continue to pour out and the taxation keep going up, one person just kind of slightly starts pulling ahead. And it seemed like momentum was on her side, and at the end, points were too.